so I don't know. It's super, super, super interesting, I guess.
Yeah, I love all that stuff because I think from a perspective of streamers ourselves and content creators ourselves, we
Oh
always
my fucking god.
we always feel
What?
like what?
Something happened?
Let me stream this.
All right, let me look.
Um,
Oh, Dan's in here.
Oi.
Oh, are y'all
uh,
playing Feed the Beast? I mean,
we're
Feed the
playing
Beast?
different things.
Oh, okay.
Like the quests for this.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what this reward is.
Do you understand now why I don't play mods very often? Because you get sucked into it and you never come back to vanilla.
I don't want to come back to vanilla.
Yeah, no. I get it. That's
I mean,
that's your
this
thing.
this is probably the only game of Minecraft that I'll
That is
quite honestly
for
ever
you.
play.
And I respect the hell out of you for that. Obviously, that's why I don't play. Well, I'll never come back to vanilla if I play modded. All right, continue. Read. Sorry.
One sec. Yo, Kai, what's up, buddy? Haynes, how's it going, dudes? Guys, we're just gonna kind of chill today with the homies.
Wait, so
kind of grind over time. So enjoy, sit back,
crap
relax.
stuff?
We're gonna have some fun.
So
Alright,
take
so
those
that
logs
makes-
out. Yeah, there you go.
uh,
You gotta get the planks. Oh, look at Steven.
Uh-huh.
He's growing up so quick.
Yes, sir.
Dude, it honestly like it makes me laugh that a fucking like 4-year-old can play Minecraft better than I can.
Hey,
Just start
it is what it is, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah.
There are some 4-year-olds that are really good at video games.
The first time I played Minecraft, I logged off after about 5 minutes, went to YouTube, started watching tutorials because I was like, I don't know what I'm
Dude,
doing.
do you remember what's his name,
That's
Rogan?
literally why I
The
wanted to
Call
come
of
in
Duty
here, so
player
I'd be like,
Rogan.
Oscar, help.
Oscar, do you know what I'm talking about? The FaZe Rogan guy.
Yes.
That kid that is just a freak of nature.
Yes.
I don't understand how that's possible.
Oh yeah, the kid who streams with his parents.
Yeah, and didn't
Yeah, they tried to ban his.
Oh wait, no. He faked being banned for his FaZe challenge.
Yeah.
And
he came up with the idea, or his parents, bro, genius.
But
I
bro,
don't care.
that's the
His
most like
parents said that he
FaZe-esque
walked in and
thing.
came up with the idea.
Hey, bro, he deserves FaZe if he did that. Yo,
Yeah,
Kage, what's up, buddy? How you doing,
he's
man?
just not old enough to sign, but when he is old enough, he's gonna be signed.
Yo, guys, if you
He's
don't
not signed to
see,
them, someone's gonna pick him up.
oh, did I not
What
pin
the
it?
fuck? Get away from me!
Guys, if you look at my pinned message in
That's
chat, it's the
hilarious.
newest video we've uploaded on the channel. It's
Oh.
the first kind of
You got this, Steven, I
FIFA
believe in you.
22 trading tips / how to
Right.
like grind at the start of the game.
Area now.
So if you guys want to watch that video, I really would appreciate it. The
I
link
also
is right
started
there.
thinking about, like,
Feel free to smack a like on
you
it.
know how, like,
We're
YouTube,
just gonna kind of
obviously,
chill
YouTube
today
gaming
and
is
talk to the
not-
homies. So feel free to chill and
algorithm is
chat.
not perfect for both
You finished
video
Messi
and
over the
stream.
goat.
That's
Respect
not
on.
news to anybody.
Bro, I'm doing both of them.
Like,
Hold on.
I'm really curious as to, like, is it possible to set up your thumbnails, your titles, and your tags to almost be pushed the same way that videos are in terms of just doing it live? Like, is it as effective of like getting like 100,000 people to see the thumbnail right out of the gate? You know, within the first like 3 hours that the live stream's up, if you stream that long.
Wait, hold on. Say that again. I tried to like listen to it and I like stopped listening halfway randomly.
So, you know how like with videos, you, I listened to what I said and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. So you know how like with videos, you launch your video at 12 and like 3 hours later is like it's typically gonna do the best around that time. Then it kind of starts curving and tapering out.
Kind of, yes.
But it like pushes, like YouTube typically, from what I understand, pushes your content better in the first however many hours, right?
Yeah, you want a really good upload time that the
Okay.
most people possible can click on your content, but those next couple of hours after you post, so like when I post new content, for example, in an hour when new FIFA 22, not FIFA 22, FIFA 21 content comes out, when that new content comes out, it's noon for me, but it's 6 in the evening for UK. So if I
Right.
was going to make a video, I would want to get as close to possible as after that new content comes out because I know the interest of the people who want to watch it the most is at that noon spot. But I know there's like a 3 to 5 hour window where UK people are going to start going to bed at the end of 3 hours. So I want to make sure I capitalize on like that 3 hour period. But it's different like per streamer and stuff like that.
Okay. So then I guess my question is, and I don't know if you know the way that the algorithm works in terms of streaming, but is it possible to do the same thing for like streaming? Does YouTube operate the same way with streaming, or is that like where the algorithm is just absolutely screwed up?
So I don't know exactly with streaming. I know what helps. I don't know what hurts, if that makes sense. So the thing that is so hard with streaming content, it still pisses me off to this day, is I so badly want to put out videos and then kind of go live right after. I know on TikTok, if you post like a TikTok video, typically a half an hour after it's posted, people will go live on TikTok so that they can like promote it and be like, hey, yo, new videos out, new videos out. However, when it comes to YouTube, depending on how well like the video is doing or like how well it's like organically growing, a YouTube stream close after may hurt the overall growth of it, because it might like mess with notifications. It might mess with like the people who would have watched your video are now watching your stream instead, and they don't want to leave your stream, or they might like leave early if they would have watched the whole video and they click on your video now and they say, oh, Mumbo's live, I can watch this later, but click out after like 20 seconds. That might affect like the analytics, but they never go back to finish the video. Like there's so many different factors, but I think overall it's not as important as people make it out to be. I think the most important thing that people need to pay attention to is like overall, are you growing? Are you doing good practices? Is this going to lead to sustainable growth compared to just like, I don't even know how to put it, you know?
Yeah. I would love to see like the amount of data Google has.
Have I done the objectives for FIFA 22? Yes, I've done.
Interpreting what they see,
2 or 3.
How that's helping them.
Did they mess up the days?
Like, determine what the
or did I miss a day? Because I have 2 and 3 done, but not 1.
Change the current algorithm and like what plans they have moving forward, and how that data helps. Because I bet it has to be insane. Like it has to be insane.
Which data did you say?
Just any data that they collect on the algorithm and how it operates between video and streaming.
Team of the season, let's go. Yeah.
Grab that. Boom.
2 and 3 for what? The daily SBCs. I got 2 and 3 done. I'll show you what I mean by that. Let me go to it.
Wait, how do you make sticks?
2 planks on top of each other.
The objective thing.
I'm gonna have to AFK
the daily warm up for the FIFA 22 boost and stuff. I got day 2 complete and day 3 complete.
3.
Yeah, Oscar, you get to be my.
But I missed day 1. But I don't know if I missed day 1 or not.
You don't get to refuse.
Oh. I don't feel like I'm that good at Minecraft.
Why did I submit an 89 for an 88 rated squad? Because I have more high rate codes than I do lower.
Yeah. I'm placing sand. I'm not doing anything.
Are 2-player packs OP?
I can help.
Yeah, you know how the game works, though. I don't.
Yeah, I can give you the basics. Beyond that, sweetheart, you're on your own. Is there a bunch of... Oh, yeah.
Oh, you have day 1? So I missed day 1.
We have a ton of... Oh, yeah. Okay.
You missed it because I got done? Crap.
Okay, we had a ton of gunpowder.
I'm still undecided if I'm going to do the game challenges.
We're making some rockets
for
here.
like bonus FIFA stuff in 22. I might, we'll see, but it's not really a priority.
Plop this down.
Because I know we'll have our welcome back packs. I know we'll have other objectives I've gotten done, so I might just like ride on those. Dude, I didn't realize it was international break. I was so excited. I woke up super early to watch the Spurs play, and I was like, why isn't the game on TV? So I went to go work out, and on the way to work out, I remember that Pulisic had
I had a ton
COVID,
of-
so he
I
couldn't
had a ton
play
of
for
gunpowder.
USA the other
So
day.
stupid.
I was like, dang, I
Never mind,
really
had a
wanted
ton
to
of
see him
gunpowder.
play.
I need
And
to
I was
make
like,
a
oh,
proper,
wow. They're on international break, aren't they?
Sugar
Yep.
cane farm, but
I'm an idiot.
that's for the birds, brah.
The game challenges are actually
Let's go
fun.
Fix.
So I think in this mod it just
I'll have
gives
to
me
take a
a
look at it.
pre-built house that I can place down somewhere. Which
What-
for
what-
someone like me is
That's
fucking
cool.
Dude,
fantastic.
I love that in the RPG. Are you doing the RPG one that I'm doing?
Yeah.
Ryan, fix
Yeah.
the sand. What do you mean?
Did
fix
you-
the sand?
did you choose the
doing
red
like
one,
a
or-
roguelike one.
Ryan,
Did
how
I
you doing, by the way?
choose what?
Oh, I forgot to put this.
I didn't even put the house down if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, I chose I think the red house.
I forgot to put this.
It's honestly so fucking nice because I really don't want to build a house and I was just gonna make my house
If
out of
you
a cave.
if you figure out how to get like, I don't know if it
Oh,
would
Scotty,
be
what's up, dude?
considered MCMMO on that or what, but if you figure out how
Oh,
to
you're muted. Okay.
select
I
something,
didn't realize you were
it'll
in
on
Discord.
the quest they'll give you an option. Like you'll be doing your quest, and then like if you go to the notifications you have in like your bag, it'll say like,
What do you mean
hey,
fix-
you have the ability to level up. Like I think it's fighting mobs.
Yeah, you can level
mining.
up like mining or shit like that.
But I don't know if you have to like select something or if it
Yeah,
automatically does.
you have to put points into it to level it.
Ryan, what do you mean by? Yeah, I've been here for 10 minutes or so. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize you're in here. You're just chilling. Okay. But what do you mean fix the sand? It's all.
Carrot carbon or what do I do with this? shit?
Imagine not buying out Series 7. Bro, dude, do I even need to get Series 7? Like, for real. If we already have
What do you mean?
this one on 7 Chem, should we even get the other one done? Like, how much better is it going to be? I mean, you'd get the Conte cab. That'd be about it. Right?
It's too coarse. You need to make the sand smooth. Oh, okay. You're just trolling. You're just trolling. Okay. Dude, I thought I was like, what are you talking about? The sand is perfectly in line.
Not
It
everyone's
actually
rich.
kind of looks super cool like that. I thoroughly enjoy the way it looks.
We could sell Ronaldinho. Sell Ronaldinho. Outright buy CR7. Finish up Messi. And then we're done.
Wait, you can smelt this? So this mod gives you like a coal iron hybrid, so you can smelt it into iron, or you can
Or
craft
put
it.
Lingard in.
Wait, what's down here? Did I see something? Have I had to have looted this. I haven't looted this.
Why aren't you looting it?
I'm looting it now. There's nothing in it. The buried treasure. I don't need that.
My current strat is to spam the 82 to 88, then do the 87 times 10, and then do a squad for Series 7. How well is that working for you?
It looks like I'm making the American flag. It kind of, it does, doesn't it? That's hilarious. I am a proud American. I'm gonna admit, but no, not making the American flag.
Don't say you're a proud American too loud, Oscar. My chat's gonna tear you a new one.
Shit, I'm a proud American, motherfuckers. I don't give a shit where they're from. I'm sure they're proud of their country.
Oh, they're proud of England.
Hell yeah, fuck it, dude. I want to visit so bad.
Actually, some are super proud of it and some hate it. It's like a mix. I feel like it's like the United States.
Yeah, literally.
It's like
We
some,
have in here Oscar, who's super proud of the U.S., and then there's me.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I mean, we do have our issues. You know what? I'm super proud of Lyft, though. Did y'all see what they did?
Lyft. Did they ban? Or didn't they do like $1 million worth of donations to Planned Parenthood and matched any?
Yeah, and they said
logistics?
that if there's any, and they are covering if any driver or rider, I think it's driver, any driver has like in Texas has any legal fees that they have to pay due to getting in trouble for where they drop a rider off, they're covering those legal fees.
Oh, did you guys hear that the website host of that Texas website, they fucking
Yeah.
booted them?
Well, so GoDaddy was the service
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
using, and GoDaddy like stopped it. But like what people
Yeah,
were
but, like,
doing.
fuck you, find a new
Okay,
host.
I didn't realize this. They built in a snitching incentive.
Yes.
That is the weirdest thing.
fucking
So
10K.
so when they put in the snitching incentive, there were people on
10K?
TikToks. Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you knew someone was like getting an abortion, essentially you could
Nah,
snitch on
bro.
them and get money. And
That's so stupid.
I saw a TikTok that was talking about, and they're like, because of the TikTok algorithm, I can't say what I want you guys to do, but I find it interesting how computer science people can come together and put a lot of data on a single website. And he's like spinning his shirt, and you see the website behind him. He's like, put a lot of data on this website that overruns the server so they can't process any requests. It'd be a shame if anyone else joined me.
Dude, that's like, it's so fucked up. That was the main reason, honestly, why I was kind of upset with that is, like, how the fuck are you gonna do an incentive like that, first of all?
Number one, snitches get stitches, dog. That's number one.
Proud of
When
England.
$10,000 is enough to make people snitch on you, too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Mumbo
Like,
American's
it's-
gonna
And,
be the
and like,
richest.
like
pro
I've
player
said
soon.
before, I'm not, like, from a moral perspective, I don't agree with abortion, but you have no right to tell somebody what they can and cannot do with their body. That's horrible. Like,
Well, it's one of those things too, where even if you have, let's say, good intentions with your goal, and you truly do believe that's the case, you're not
Right.
going to have enough impact through legislation to change most people's minds. And if anything, it's going to make them more likely to want to do that. If you truly
Right.
do want that change, it has to be a cultural change that you are a part of and you're organizing, because that's the only way you're
But you
really
make
going
a
to.
sword.
a sword is one stick, and then, like, I don't know what ores you have or
Mumbo,
stone or anything.
Americans are going to be the richest pro players soon. What's your thoughts? Honestly, I've felt this way for a while when it's come to soccer in the United States / football, whatever you
Wait,
want to
Reed,
call
I
it.
don't think I've ever seen you stream.
Whenever I do stream in here, I'm
He usually,
muting
like,
myself when I talk.
disappears. Yeah, he's quiet.
I would
That's
say
sick.
the second the United States, and you guys might not like this, but whatever. The second the MLS / the United States takes soccer / football seriously, the second they start throwing money at it, the second you start seeing older players who are good coming to the MLS, growing it, we have better youth academies over time. It is going to be a whole different world. Like, short term, next 5 to 10 years, maybe not that crazy big changes, but when we get to the point of 20, 25 years from now, it's very likely that you see youth academies in the United States, maybe not to the level that they are in England and all around the world, but at least are competitive. Because, like, you're already seeing that in South America, how competitive South America is with the systems they have. And then if you look at the CONMEBOL tournaments, if you look at CONCACAFs, they're growing. And the cool thing is, it's not like just a single country. Like, a lot of countries are starting to develop better and better players. And
I didn't bring my bed. I'm
That's
so
awesome.
stupid.
Yes, you are.
they'll
Watch
throw
your-
money at it starting in 2024.
Did I hear something about stupid? Yeah.
Actually, I can
Wait,
make a
do you
bed
need
here.
3 of the same color wool to make a bed?
Yes.
Yes.
Speaking of stupid.
Wait, I don't think you, not in the current Minecraft, but maybe in the older ones you do. Definitely the older ones you do.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I'll just YOLO and hope I don't die.
Wait, so I'm stupid for not bringing a bed. You're stupid because you can't figure out how to make one.
No, I don't have the materials, and it's nighttime.
Oscar,
I'm
do you
just
wanna put our Minecraft beds together?
I thought they already were.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Say less. Also, how would you feel if you could only play 1 hour a day on the week? We were just talking about this China thing. Oh my gosh.
Nah, bro.
Dude.
Nah.
This
that.
this is
Yeah,
the
that's
thing
horrible.
with living in a communist country, is you literally do not have freedoms to the point where it's like even something you didn't even consider like something that could be taken away is now getting regulated. Granted, it's under 18, so if you're over 18, I don't know if that affects them at all, but still blows my mind on why they made that change. But also too, I might view that as potentially not a positive thing that they can't play video games, but they must have seen something with either other countries or like their youth that was affecting what they thought was like how productive they were being or like where they ranked compared to the rest of the world. So maybe China's realizing they don't have the control or the
I would say it's
Or maybe like if they're playing video games, they're not studying. Is there kind of like thought process there?
I'm wondering if it's more of like, as a communist country, right? Like you have, as a government, you have absolute control, correct? So I'm wondering if it's like through gaming and through online gaming.
Is it even considered
too many-
communist? Is it just dictatorial? Or
I don't know.
I mean,
But I
from
feel
the old
like
definition, they would be considered communists.
I
I
guess
don't know
yeah.
how, like the extent of like their online gaming and like how much access they have to things, but like I'm wondering if there's like too much influence from other
no,
other
it's in-
aspects of the
yeah.
world that they just don't agree with, and they're like, nah, we gotta stop this so you can only play for X amount of hours.
They for the last 5 years they've been having a lot of boot camps for addictions.
Either
with-
way, couldn't be me.
with addiction with computers and
Sheesh.
video games. So you guys are acting like it's oh my god, this is coming out of the blue. No. They've been doing this.
I mean, they've been having camps of all sorts. They've putting Uyghur Muslims in camps for a while now, and media's essentially silent on it. So it's crazy that literal a video game ban or a video game restriction gets more attention than literally Muslims being put to their deaths or just trying to get brainwashed to the point of where they don't believe what they believe anymore.
I try to avoid the news at all costs because our news system is
Dude, I
useless, corrupt, whatever you want to call it.
I used to be one of those people that's like, you need to pay attention 24/7 because if you're not paying attention, like the media is going to do their narratives and you're not even going to realize it. Therefore, like you need to stay ahead of it. Then I realized how exhausting it is to do that. And then like also too, you realize like what you truly have control over. And besides your life, it's literally not much. So now I'm to the point where it's like I see the biases, I pay attention to them, but for my mental health, I just need to disconnect. Not everything has to be a Twitter fight. I don't want to be on Twitter looking at my timeline and having conversations or viewing conversations of a pride parade, whether or not kinks should be allowed in front of children at a pride parade where you have a freaking person dressed as a dog in a collar naked on their bottom half. It's like, what conversations are we? Why is this even a thing?
Yeah.
Can we just chill?
Like even every time I go and talk to see my grandmother and we end up talking about news and stuff, she's always like, every time I turn on the news, I'm terrified. And I'm like, that's no way to live. It's not what our
How
news
she-
was meant to. It's not meant
what
to
it is,
generate
though.
fear, but that's what we do. We generate fear because it creates clicks and it creates whatever
Money.
traction, and it's just I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Get
Yeah.
away from me.
And it sucks because it doesn't matter what your political view is. You just, or what your moral compass says, you have to deal with it every time you turn on the news, and it's disgusting.
But it's like the short-term nature in ourselves, or like the self-interest nature will hear you say that, and like a lot of people's initial thought is maybe, but this side's worse, or it makes sense for me to defend this side instead of this side. And it's like one of those things where it's like you're just denying not even the likelihood, the reality that like politicians do not give a crap about you. Like they seriously don't. What's
So
up?
like a lot of your viewers are European, right?
Yes.
I'm kind of curious to know if like the people in Europe think that the news is also bad and like super hype and stuff, or if that's more of like an American thing.
Well, it depends on the topic. So, like, if it's racism and, like, Black Lives Matter, they're going to have not a tainted view of the United States, but so, like, England itself, a lot of Europe struggles with a crap ton of racism. What I would argue seems way worse than the United States because it's so, like, ingrained in some countries or, like, some cultures. For example, like, if a black player scores a goal, a lot of the times they will throw bananas or just objects at those players. Or like, did I tell you about the one of my favorite players of all time, the Brazilian who went to go play in Russia, and when he would play on his attacking wing position on the right side, he was next to the home stadium since they were away, that home stadium's fans, and they would make monkey noises anytime he got near the ball. And they did that one time, and there's an amazing video clip. I want to find it somewhere where they start making monkey noises when he gets the ball. He takes it in the inside, shoots from way outside the box, and scores, and they just go completely silent. Or it's like if you look at the Euros when England played Italy. I don't know if you remember that game, but when England lost in PK shootouts, everyone was so excited for how well England was doing, but the 3 black players missed their penalties, and it became a thing where they preach it all the time. They're like, when you win, you're England. When you lose, you're black, is how they're viewed.
Damn.
That's harsh.
But yeah, Kage would probably be the best person to ask any of those questions, because he's one of those people I said.
Europe, them are racist, but in America, it's the most stupid racism.
I think it's just more subtle racism and ignorance in the United States, but it's broadcasted to the world as like straight racism. But it's like there's a lot of places in the world you just see straight racism, but they don't view it as racism. They view it as like just normal.
Oh, I agree with that.
Interesting.
I don't know. Why can't people just get along? Find every reason to hate each other. And
That requires work
I mean,
and understanding.
companies
someone.
generate a lot of revenue from people disagreeing with each other, for one.
Well, like I feel like the majority of racism now is like deep-rooted misunderstanding of someone else's culture.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like for me, for a long time when I was younger, I'd always heard about Hispanics versus blacks, and so there was a deep-rooted fear. Anytime that I was on the Hispanic side of town, because there's like a black side of town, there's like a Hispanic side of town, and like if you just look at the stores, there's like it's like in Spanish, and then if you look at some of the stores on the black side of town, you have like I don't know, like I don't know, I'm trying to think of like I don't know, there's nothing on the store on that side, I guess store specifically, but like you know what the sides are if you live here, right?
Yeah.
And like it's very obvious where like the two meet, and like I just remember like hearing about all the fights between the two, and I was like I don't know why it happens, but I just remember being fearful every time that I would go towards the Hispanic side of town. Like, am I going to get attacked or jumped? Do I know anything about their culture? I know a very, very small amount, but you know, talk to a group of Hispanics, you're not like most people aren't going to attack you, and I think racism, it can be as simple and as small as like I don't want to be near you because I don't know what you're going to do, you know?
Yeah.
Or it could be as bad as you name calling and saying, you know, whatever racial slurs, but or you know, specifically targeting someone, but I feel like a lot of it stems from just not knowing someone else's culture and basing your opinion off of everything you've about them. You know, private like was it Reed? You were the one that said that your teacher or someone hadn't seen a black person until they were
Scotty.
No, it was Scotty's mom. I'd never seen a black person until, you know, however old she was. Like, of course you're going to be kind of afraid if you've never seen one, you've never talked to, you know, a black person, and your only thing you've ever seen about black people or Hispanics or Asian is based off of what you see on the news. You know?
Yeah.
99% of it's bad, which that's all the news is bad. Sprinkle some good so we make the people feel good about the news and that we're doing our jobs, and then back to bad.
It's like the way you beat that. It's the thing that pisses me off. It's no one's born to hate. It is taught to us at some point, whether through our parents, our communities, our schools.
Right. Exactly.
For whatever reason, whether to keep us divided or people generally feel that way. What like blows my mind is how easy it is to figure out that's not reality by experience. But a lot of people just don't have those experience. Like if you don't go off to college, you only know your small hometown, it's very easy to like have those feelings follow you the rest of your life. But it's like also too, I don't understand how like certain stereotypes or like certain like you put like black versus Mexican or like black versus white. One of the ones I've heard a lot like within the past like couple of years is like black versus Asian and like how that like dynamic is. But it just blows my mind. I guess playing soccer, it's always been a sport where it's just mixed with so many different cultures. I've never like had feelings like that because it was always just one of those things where you were around every single different race. So anytime you like heard something like, "Oh, this race is bad," you're like, "No, my friend's this. I don't. He's not bad. Like, why would he be bad?" But like on top of that, there might be stereotypes through like the certain sport you're in too. Like for us, every time we played soccer, and no matter like what our team makeup was, if we played in Wisconsin, which is the state I'm from, if we played a full Mexican team, there was the stereotype that they were gonna just skill the shit out of you. They were gonna be so much better than you. Just because typically with the makeup of at least Wisconsin, you have some heavily Hispanic communities that literally the sport they play the most out of anything is football, aka soccer.
Right.
So it would make sense that they would be better at it, but to assume just that they're gonna dick you down, I don't think is right in the sense of like correct, because that's not always the case, but also too like probably the same way black people view or people view basketball with black people. Like you assume they're just gonna be good at basketball.
100%. I mean, in high school we would play against. I remember playing against a full black team, and like my teammate coming up to me and was like, "I'm scared," and I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Because they're black, they're gonna be good at basketball, and we're gonna get destroyed." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And
yeah, like
it's
as a
like,
supporter not knowing the New Zealand
the older
culture
you
and
get,
stabbing
like,
them.
you come across
What happened with that?
all
Can you
different
explain that a
types
little
of
more?
cultures, and I can't imagine holding that much dislike or hate for someone based off of how my parents acted or what I saw growing up.
I mean, that's the thing though, is it's like if that's all that you know, you don't know any different.
Right. And I'm not saying that, but like as you get older and you come into contact with more and more of these different cultures, like I guess it also doesn't. I also don't understand the idea of like meeting someone new, knowing absolutely nothing about them, and just being hateful to them. Like I may not even if I, in my head, if I don't like a group of people for whatever reason,
Yeah, like they give
I'm
you
going-
a bad vibe or whatever.
you're right. Like when I see them and talk to them, I'm gonna do my very best to be respectful and get to know them at least a little bit. And then after that, I can base my opinion off of like, okay, these people I want to be around, yes or no. If not, then I go my separate way. But to flat out just hate a group of people because of, someone said this or this happened to someone. And I don't want to take away from bad things happening to people because bad things do happen, but that shouldn't dictate
Leon, what's up, buddy?
how you react.
How you doing, man?
About
I'm doing
different
good
groups of
myself.
people,
We're grinding.
Well, this is why
I think that's the power of having the ability to learn and experience those. Like we live in one of the most diverse countries in the world, and the fact that people just won't take.
Have I done Ronaldo? I'm in the process of doing him after I finish up
Yes.
Messi. So we're gonna do Messi first
Learn
because we have a
about
couple
others
teams
is
left, and
really
then we'll start him.
Weird to me. I don't understand it.
Oh, no, I agree with you, Oscar. Like the approach you go is how everyone should do it. But because people are lazy and people don't want change.
I need this trader guy to go away. He's in my way.
I think too, and I think this is something everyone could work on that I don't think is taught enough, is when you look at social media, I see so many people, again, like we were just talking about, no matter what the difference is, talking about people in the sense of a group. When have we lost the ability to look at people as individuals and like have conversations as individuals? Because like what excites me about meeting new people is literally the fact that you're meeting new people. You don't know anything about them besides like whatever stereotypes you have built up in your head. And the more you talk to them, the more you get to know them, the easier it is to understand who they are as a person, that you can just take away whatever built-in stereotype that was. And like one of the things that I think our generation has done wrong is we're to the point where it's like almost correcting. It's like self-correcting because they realize something's wrong, but then they don't realize they're part of the problem. And it's like have you ever hear like the, not the stereotype, but you know, the generic liberal white girl or lefty white girl
Yeah.
generalization of like is racist inadvertently because she has a idea that like black people are worse off automatically, therefore she will look at you as like you're not an equal, but talk to you like almost talk down to you, but say like she supports you and like wants the best for you. But it's like they don't understand like, hey, not everyone feels like they're under you, and the assumption that you're gonna just say that is kind of
That's
bullshit.
hurtful too.
Yeah, it's
I
hurtful.
had a
I think
conversation
I think
with
it
one.
comes from a decent place, but
Oh,
it doesn't quite work out that way.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with a girl like that, and she was like, "So, what do you think about everything that is happening?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Well, our system is set up to make sure that
I want to do about
those
know
black
what fodder
communities
to put in them.
are meant to fail."
Yeah,
And I was
87,
like, "But you have
87 times 10
I was
grind
like,
is amazing.
Maybe
Got a bombing from the
you have
8288.
plenty
Hey,
of
GG.
black individuals that are successful and very successful who have come from very, 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 very hard upbringings." I'm like, how did they get out? Not to say that's not like that it's easy. It's not easy, but it's not easy for anybody, you know. And she was like, well, the system is set up so that you know, they don't get the education that they need, and they don't get the jobs that they're getting. They're just not paying well, and they're having to live off this, you know, I don't know, these stickers and that, and I was like I understand that you're coming from a good place, but you're also feeding into the victim mentality of like, you know, you should like that different communities that are having it quote unquote a harder time becoming successful and whatever that may look like to you. You're feeding into that victim mentality of like, it's the government needs to fix it.
Can I ask you a question off that, Oscar? And
yeah,
I guess this could be for like everyone in general too, but like I view this as a negative on, I don't know how it is around the world for people in chat listening to this. If you guys have a different experience, if you live in the United States or like elsewhere, I'm curious on what you guys think. But like from a United States perspective, especially like on college campuses or just like on social media, I think one of the hardest things that we're having to deal with is politics is now ingrained into like every conversation we have or like every topic automatically. So when it comes to like actually having conversations, everything has to be viewed through the lens of like what is best for my side, or like what are my worldviews off of like what these politicians tell me I should like pay attention to, or like that idea of like kind of like you're talking about, like if you have a more progressive person who wants like let's say universal healthcare or realizes there might be disparities in certain communities, instead of getting to know you and understand whether or not that's actually a reality for your life, there's a lot of assumptions that happen along the way, and whether or not it's like good intention, I think just again takes away from the individuality standpoint, and you just get stuck with a generation of people who just are kind of like not living without purpose, but their purpose is something they can't physically achieve themselves because they're not the politicians who are like running on these issues. So maybe they could like vote for it, but like the downside is you ruin a lot of relationships of those around you, or like the people that you are with the most or have the most connection to, whether any side of the political aisle. You chastise each other and look at each other as like an enemy when you're literally all in a similar boat.
I agree, but it also every group is trying to act like a victim
my dad texted. I don't know.
as a victim.
I mean,
so
I just find it like I guess what I find it interesting because I don't know any other cultures besides like I'm not part of, in terms of my upbringing. I'm not. My family is white and my family's black, right? And so I just don't agree with the idea that like our government is forcing people, and specifically the black community, because that's what I understand, the black community, into doing crime to survive, which was one of the points that she made. And I was like, they were like, well, they need to survive and they're not making enough money and they can't pay certain bills, and so they have to rely on crime. And I'm like, you know, Burger King and working at McDonald's or working at Walgreens, if that's where they were, like if they're at a minimum wage job, a minimum wage, like they should be obviously taking what money they make and taking first and foremost, you need to be paying your like your standard of living. I was like, I'm willing to bet if you go and look at some of these communities, the money that they're spending is not on the things that they need.
It's alcohol.
In some cases, there are people that are doing that and they're struggling, but they're making it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, and even if they're not getting paid enough, I think the wages should be raised. I think 725 is low, and you know it should be raised. But even if they were putting them into a position where they had to make hard choices, at the end of the day, they still get to make the choice, you know? And so it's very, very hard for me to wrap my head around of like our government is forcing people into doing stupid stuff and doing like choosing crime over, I don't know, working a minimum wage job and taking a very small portion if you can and I don't know, setting that aside or something and saving it so that you can I don't know, buy better clothing and get a better job or whatever the case may be. I feel like there's just way too many examples of people coming from situations like that who made the decision and made whatever sacrifices had to be made and have climbed out of that. You know, my father was an example of that. So I don't know.
I think
I just can't wrap my head around it, and I do think like there's definitely aspects of our government that need work and need a lot of work, but to say that we're forcing any group of people into a certain situation and then attaching a race to it just doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't know. I mean, it ends up being a pretty complicated situation all around.
Oh, definitely. There's not a right answer. I'm just saying, like, basically, that's how I feel, which is never, you know, feelings aren't useful in these kinds of conversations.
Feelings aren't rational, but it doesn't
Right.
matter. Right? Like, feelings are an important part of the conversation.
Feelings can be manipulated, and that's the purpose of it.
That is the issue, isn't it?
That's the problem. We're not robots.
Ryan,
Son of a... We figured it out, ladies and gentlemen.
what were you gonna say, Ryan?
Well, I think it also goes to the idea of entitlement. I think that's in most every generation. Because Oscar, I'm not black, but you can call me if I'm wrong. People think, oh, I am black, so I should be given extra help by the government. Oh.
I mean, Oscar, you were probably the least entitled person of color I've ever met.
What do you mean?
But I'm just talking about the generic amount of people.
You don't mind explaining?
My best explanation for that is.
This sounds like it's
you're
about to be
aware of
racist.
Section 8, right?
Yeah.
It seems to be.
I'm gonna just keep
out
my
of
mouth shut and let
that
Oscar talk.
Like their lifestyle choice, if you will.
Yeah.
Where you're a lot more like hard work oriented, at least in my mind.
Yeah, I watched my parents coach. They're both coaches. All three, like, they're teachers, and they make, you know, $50,000 to $70,000 a year, maybe 80. For my dad, because he's been coaching for so long, and like I don't remember seeing my dad. Like, rarely did I see my dad. Like, when football season started, when the school season went on, I didn't see my dad. My dad didn't come to any, like, rarely came to any of my sporting events. And I understood why that was. I understood what he was doing. My mom was always there, but I watched my mom financially struggle. And there were times where, like, she said that she had to get stamps. There were times, like I didn't know this. There were times where, like, you know, for dinner all we had were eggs or, like, grilled cheese. Not knowing that, like, my mom didn't have any money. You know, for me that was just dinner that night. And the older I got, the more I recognized that, like, I could sit there and cry about that and just whimper around and be like, you know what, this is my life. or I could learn about investing, or I could find out what my passion is and try and figure out how to make that into a career. And for a long time, it was basketball, and that's how I got into college, right? And that ended. It was, what do I want to do now? And it's gaming. How do I break into the gaming industry, right? And that's, from editing to streaming to whatever the case is, right? And I don't know. I find it hard to just accept circumstances. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a weak mindset to have. If you're looking to change your life.
It's a growth mindset, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. Like I can't imagine if I had nothing right now.
Vanity, how's it going?
I've looked at people. I can remember like talking to my brother, and I was like, if I was homeless, what would I do? And I was like, the first thing I would do in my mind, I don't know how hard this would be, but the first objective was like, okay, I got to find a way to get a shower. So I'm probably gonna head to an area of the country that has a beach, because you can take a free shower.
So good.
Like, I don't care if I just have to
What
use
you been up
water
to?
to wipe myself off. I'm gonna somehow find a place to take a shower. And then second would be trying to figure out how to get some kind of like, doesn't have to be the greatest clothing, but something to wear to an interview. I'm trying to find a job. And I don't know. And like even now, like I applied to another job yesterday or day before. No, it was yesterday. And I don't know, I'm constantly applying to jobs. I'm not hearing anything back, but I don't know. I just can't imagine, even though I'm not great at staying at jobs, sitting around just accepting
your fate, basically.
yeah, what life has thrown. That for
Not
me,
much
like
for
if
working
you're,
and saving money?
it just feels like
Yeah.
you're dying, like you're just waiting to die, and I don't know, that makes me sick to think about. And if that's how you want to live, that's your choice, and that's fine with me. I'm like, if that's what you like and you're happy, I'm happy for you. But I just can't do it. Makes me sick. So I don't know.
No, I think that mindset you have, Oscar, is what most people should have. Because that's the
Oscar,
way
what should we bring tonight to the celebration?
Tissues, because you're gonna be crying tears of joy.
Oh, that's today.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Oscar, can you let me know, like, in Discord after you know? I've been quite curious.
I will, as soon as I get home, I will type out something.
Okay.
Let you guys know. You guys will know.
Put something in our group chat too, because
Yeah.
if I don't look at
Yeah,
Discord, I might
probably will.
forget about it and be like, oh gosh.
I'm
like
so
bad friend
stupidly
alert.
excited.
I'm so happy for you, dude.
it's your first.
I couldn't
Time.
sleep last night. I don't even want to stream right now, but I'm trying to pass time. Like, I don't even want to play games. I just want to.
What time is it that you're having that whole thing?
7:30 tonight.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, long time from now. Oh, not really, but it feels like it.
It does.
Let me.
Dude, this Wisconsin game is so boring.
What's the score?
0.
Is Wisconsin supposed to be decent this year or nah?
They're ranked 12 right now.
Yeah. We'll see how long that lasts.
Penn State's ranked number 19, so it's pretty close. But no, going
Man
back
stole
to,
his girlfriend's 10K to place a bet, won 100 million, and gave her 10K back. She is furious and wants 40 million.
See, that's the
Gave her
thing, though, it's like, what do you do in that situation?
Ooh,
technically
that's a
that would
tough
be
one.
Because
That'd
like
be
it,
stealing.
it was her money, and yeah, I mean it's not correct, but why is she entitled to half of what you won?
Right.
Well, if she said no and didn't give you the money.
I guess technically she
She
took
didn't say
all the
anything,
risk.
though.
Right. I guess technically the only way that makes sense is because she's the one that actually took all the risk, even though she was unaware of it.
Yeah.
If he lost it, it was all of her.
Money, and she could have sued him.
I don't know.
for it.
Yeah, I mean that makes for a hilarious story for one.
Yeah,
Or
that's
divorce.
crazy. That too. Oh, hold on. I'm getting
But no, going back to the idea of hatred, I think we need as a society to understand each other. And
Mhm.
I think there are. I'm not gonna like throw out a guess of who, but I think there are people out there that are not interested in that happening, and I feel like
oh, of course, yeah.
people's ability to stay together is being suppressed.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, like, I told Reed and Sky this almost a year ago. So I live in Oshkosh last year when I was at school. I literally got towed by his Ram dude in this parking lot. Well, I asked him to move his car because he was in a handicap spot. Like sideways, not like how most people park. And I was like, hey, can you move your car so I can
Walk out.
park my car? He legit said, no to you
Okay.
fucking retard. I'm like, my god.
Nice guy, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm like, I don't even know you.
I would have been swinging on site if I was there and heard that. Dude would have not been standing.
but like that's why
In
I
Minecraft,
never.
obviously.
Oh no, I don't get. I would think the only one here who has similar comments is probably Oscar with his black family or whatever. But it's like I'm always surprised when it happens. It's like, are you really that shallow of a person that like? Let's say we got together and became good friends. Would you say the same thing? It's like probably not.
See, that's the funny part to me though, is that it's like the kind of worst punishment that I can think of for people like that is just leaving them to like their own actions, because it's like you don't really have to deal with them except that time. They have to deal with themselves for their entire lives.
Well, yeah. Well, I feel sorry for them because they're so like.
I am muted. What did I miss?
Oh, I was just talking about how like I got told to go fucking learn to walk, and you were fucking retard last year on my college campus.
Is 100 years, is life in prison worse than the electric chair or like death?
Well, is life in prison
I don't think so.
80
I
years?
think life in prison is actually fairly comfortable, depending
Yeah.
on where you end up.
Yeah.
Mm,
You don't have to pay rent.
that's true. Is
I mean,
solitary
if you
confinement
have
inhumane?
access, yes, I think solitary confinement is bar none the absolute worst thing you can do to a person.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Okay, so do you think if someone gets life in prison, they should be in solitary confinement?
No.
No.
Well, it
I
depends
think
on the
That's
I-
worse than death?
Yes. I don't think it's even
Ew.
close.
Well, I think two things can be true at once. I think you can have individuals who do crimes so bad that like people may argue they have no place in society, but I think you can also make an argument too, like how do you want a prison system to function? If you want a prison system to be a place where like people can never come back from, or like they're never accepted into some part of society again, or they can't learn anything from being in there, I guess the question is like, what's the point of having them in there? And there's a difference
Actually, that's a-
between
Yeah, do you guys
different
think that
vehicles.
prison should be focused on like rehabilitation and trying to get people to integrate back into society? Or is it like they've done some crime that is so heinous, so inhumane and terrible that you
Well,
don't believe that
I
they like
think-
have any chance at redemption, basically?
Like if you rape a child, you can sit in jail and rot for the rest of
Yeah.
your fucking life,
depends on the crime.
and
yeah.
I won't even think twice about it.
Or kill 20 people.
I don't care if there's a coming
Yeah.
back. You're not coming back. In my eyes, you're not coming back from that. Go
Well,
fuck
let's say
yourself.
like you
You
steal
can
an
sit in
apple
solitary
from
confinement until your eyes freaking disappear
Or like let's say you steal an
you
apple
steal from a
so,
grocery store.
yeah, I think it
because
should not be.
You decide that is the only option that you have, and you don't know what else to do, or you're going through something. Yes, I think there's a place to, like, prison or jail should be a place of like rehabilitation and really trying to help someone with their issues. What's going on? How can I help? And what do we need to teach you so that you can go back into society and function in a healthy place, not only for society, not for society specifically, but for yourself and for those around you, you know, those that you care about. And then, you know, by doing that, society happens to do better, I guess. But you know, there's definitely in my eyes there's certain crimes that, like, I don't care what you say, you can.
I mean,
you're not
I know
gonna get
the like a lot of the people in prison feel that way too, and like people that fuck with children are not treated well normally.
Oh yeah, no, that I feel like there's like an unwritten code of like why are you here?
Yeah.
Oh, I did this. So you did that to a kid, bet, you know.
I would kick your ass.
There-
Now, I've never been to prison, but like from what I've seen of videos of people that have been, or they always talk about like there's
There's-
one thing you don't
yeah.
mess with kids.
There's a self-governance in prisons, but like another thing too to realize is like there's also two different things when it comes to like rehabilitation or the idea of like what prisons meant. One of that can be like if this person's ever getting back out there again, but there's also another where like if they're not getting back out there again, or like I don't even know how to put it, but it's like there's some people whose crimes were like not bad enough to be put to death, or like that they like maybe inadvertently killed someone, or were with people who killed someone and they regretted it or didn't want to be a part of it or felt forced, but they get time for it. There's like these in between areas where even though they're not getting out or they might be stuck in there, they're able to make community in there or make good things happen from the inside, whether that's take classes, teach inmates other stuff, new people coming in who are going to get out eventually, giving them like life lessons, things like that, learning from wrongs. There's a bunch of different things that individuals can do to be a part of, I don't know, adding good to the world, even though they might not be coming back on the outside.
I think also like they may come out of jail or prison and they're probably a way better person, right? They've learned some things, they've worked with people, and they're doing a whole lot better. But as a society, we have to be willing to accept them as well. Like the other night when that guy showed up on my mom's doorstep, even though he just come out of jail, I don't know anything about him, but my mind went straight to the worst thought. And I was
Yeah.
like, I'm about to have to drive across town and protect my mom. And the fact that like she called me, she was like, yeah, I fed him and gave him money. I was like, you opened the door for him?
Mm-hmm.
You have no idea who this man is, what he's doing at your house. Why would you open the door? You know, kind of deal. And you know, I went to the worst place. You know, mentally, I went to the worst place of like, holy crap, I don't know anything about this individual. And the dude just wanted to ride somewhere. He just needed help, right? And so, I think that's another reason why, like, getting out of jail is so difficult, is because like society, you're labeled as, oh, I was in jail, I did this, and it's really, really hard, I think, emotionally to cope with that, and it's really, really hard to showcase to other people that you are changed and that, you know, you've learned your lesson and that you're here to do better, you know?
Yeah.
What am I doing? Why am I doing this?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. So.
There's a clown that wants to kill me.
Dan's here.
Dan doesn't say a word for 2 hours. Okay, it's not 2 hours. I don't know, maybe 30 minutes.
It was a while.
It's
Yeah,
been a
he's good for
while.
that.
Were you thinking out loud there, Dan, or did you just want to say that to spice things up?
I just wanted to spice things up a bit, you know. Being chased
Speaking
by
of-
a killer clown.
So I'm really curious. I want to know how many of those during that, like, was it 2016 era where people were just dressing up as clowns
Dude.
and hiding in woods? I want to know how many clowns got their asses beat.
There had to be a lot.
But dude, there had to have been a lot. Waterworld, what's up? How are you? There had to have been
If
a
people
bunch.
did that to me, I would not be forgiving of them. Like,
No.
that's not cool.
No. Like, I've seen a few where like the clown started chasing people and like someone, like the person turned around and pulled out a gun and the clown was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Well,
Like,
Yeah,
see,
Get the fuck away from me.
yeah,
What
dude, you're gonna
makes
get
clowns
shot. Why would you do that?
so
Who's?
scary?
I don't know. People are the internet. And I want to know if it was like started as a joke, like someone made a funny joke, a funny video,
God, oh god, oh god, oh god.
and that's what stemmed like all these people wearing clown outfits and going absolutely nuts. Just being stupid.
You know how
Oh
it's
my
like,
God.
you know how it's like the generation that's getting raised now. We see so much
Yeah.
stuff that they do is like that's just so stupid, or like what they find entertaining is so dumb. I remember when we were kids. I don't know, Oscar, how old you are if you're like in high school yet, but I remember when I was in like middle school. One of the funniest things you could view on YouTube were like all these prank channels where whether or not they fake their pranks, the idea would be like doing these like pranks that you thought were real, and you would see
Right.
people. It's like pranking people in the hood, and it's going up to people and be like saying they're your neighbor. What's up, my neighbor? And having the person like react insane to it, or like be like, "What did you say?" And like the whole premise is like, okay, if it's fake, this is dumb. If it's real, homie, you're
is
willing
nice
to
stuff.
die for a
Mhm.
prank? Like what?
Yeah, nah.
But it's like looking back at it, like really none of that stuff was funny. Or like there would literally be ones where dudes would sexually assault women as a prank, and you'd be like, wait, this was acceptable at the time? People found this
and then
funny?
their defense of it's just a prank, bro. It's fine. Like fuck you.
It's just a prank. It's just a prank.
Like to be honest, I
no.
don't really give a shit if it's just a prank or not. Like fuck off.
Yeah, nah. You touched me. Nah, that's. I never really liked the whole prank video stuff.
I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like, and if you're gonna do it and it's fake, there has to be a disclaimer somewhere,
Yeah.
and that like everyone was consented to doing something like this
Yeah.
because it makes it look like,
Yeah, the way it comes off is just like
yeah,
really not okay.
But it's like
Yeah.
too, the influence people get from that. It's like even if it is fake, people watching it think it's real. So
Yeah, there's
they're
that.
gonna go do it themselves, and whether or not they're recording, it's gonna be happening
right.
in real life.
Wait,
Where people are
It's
gonna do
bad
this.
no matter how you look at it.
Well, I think the
Nah.
idea of we had when we ate Tide Pods. I never did that because I was like, why would
There's
you
levels
want...
to this, bro.
Yeah,
Tide
'cause you're
Pods
not
aren't that
fucking
bad.
Stupid.
Wait, what? What?
Ryan's like, yeah, I never ate a Tide Pod. Good.
Y'all wanna eat Tide Pods?
No.
Were you one of those people who did that?
I think it's like, I just want to see one.
Maybe.
Like, I know I'll never see it because they're never gonna release the videos where the prank goes bad.
Yeah.
But I crave that moment. I crave it. What happened to you? Well, I tried to prank this guy and
I got my ass kicked.
Punched me in the face, broke
Yeah.
my nose. got
He
a
hit me,
$30,000
man.
medical bill.
What the
Yeah,
hell,
he-
bro?
he didn't just hit me. He rocked my whole world. I'm
What are
actually
you
considering
doing?
going back to school and
I'm suing him
just straightening
now.
out my life because this YouTube thing's not gonna work out. Like, at what point? Why did you think it was a good idea to do this?
Okay.
I don't know. I thought it would get tons of views. What?
The cool.
Oh yeah, and like the pranks where people are like pretending to be statues or something,
Yeah.
and then they'll like scare the fuck out of people. Like I will punch the fuck out of you. I don't really care.
See, I'm different. I'm a screamer, but then I get pissed off.
What's so interesting to me, and I don't know if you guys have like, I think we've all been around YouTube long enough to see this, but it's like when someone used to post X content back in the day, and now it's different content. How much their content or them as an individual has changed. Like I remember when Jake Paul and Logan Paul, before they did like Vine and stuff, would do like pranks and stuff too around that time period, and it's just crazy to like see how they realized like at some point, oh well, I think of Logan more than Jake. That you need to mature a little bit and you have to present yourself a certain way to move up in the world and to expand more than just like clickbaiting your audience or being like a negative influence to children. I think there's a lot
I mean,
of
imagine a 25-year-old Logan Paul making a vlog that he did 5 years ago.
yeah.
Japan.
That same level of energy, that same kid-like. I mean, I just can't see it. Like even him, like at his age, he's matured so much between then and now. Even if he hadn't gone through what he had gone through, right? Like he's
Yeah.
matured so much that he'd be like, I just don't see him still doing that.
Well, it's
Like,
like
dude, I can't do this anymore. I'm not Disney
And
Channel.
that's good.
I'm an
That's
adult.
I think a good way to like see if you're growing in life or maturing too is like look at yourself even a couple of years ago, and if you're disgusted or if like you look back at that person, it's like I don't know why I did that, or like I'm so glad I don't do that anymore. I think that is a sign of like you're maturing in some facet of life. Like I remember
Right.
back when I did Call of Duty on the channel. Red, what's up, buddy? I remember some of like the stuff I'd say on stream, or like the way I would act, or like freak out to stuff, or like just go insane, or like let chat change my day to the point where I would like throw a fit in my literal college dorm. I thought to myself, I'm like, no wonder I hated myself then. No wonder I was going through a hard time. I let so much of this affect my day to day. I let people have control of my life and my emotions that I voluntarily gave them, and without me setting like boundaries or like rules or setting example, I just kind of allowed it to happen. I think it took, at least for me, to get hit over the head a couple times and have things go poorly to realize, oh crap, I don't like doing this. I kind of want to grow. I kind of want to change and figure out what that is next. But also too, I think the challenging thing with that is looking at the season of life you're in right now. It's very hard to be honest with yourself in your current season. It's easy to be honest with past seasons of yourself, but when you're currently going through something, you have situational bias and like present time bias where you're less likely to want to make a change unless you have a reason for it.
Right.
Because like the present is very overwhelming for like, oh, well, I'm enjoying what I'm doing now. Okay, well, long term, is it good for you? Who knows? Well, bro, it's still September. Why are you doing that? This is literally my first stream in like a week and a half. I took like a week and a half break of FIFA and content creation for the most part, and I just felt like doing a random stream here, so probably won't be another one for a bit, but we're just kind of waiting for FIFA 22.
Yeah, Reed, why are you streaming, dude?
People
You
are
kidding me?
people are shocked when I went live. They're like, some people are like, "Where have you been, bro?" And others are like, "You're back? I thought you said you were gonna take a break." I'm like, "Yeah, well, kind of felt like just chilling today."
I mean, how long of a break, dude? Like, how long of a break were they expecting?
I didn't really give any information. I just said, "Hey guys, I'm most likely not going to be producing many streams until FIFA 22 comes out, so don't expect much."
I feel that. I mean, I don't play FIFA, but no.
I'm just saying you could do better. So tell me, have you heard that lately?
Are you on your Drake?
Do better. The more I listen to, I think both the Drake and the Kanye album, the more I like the both of them. Obviously, people are gonna like one person more than the other, or like have their favorite. But like, I like when music grows over time, where like at first you hear it and maybe it doesn't hit, but like slowly you appreciate it for what it is. I really appreciate their albums. It brought me back to like when I was in middle school, waiting for Kanye and Drake to drop anything. And be like, yeah, do I want to spend 99 cents on this song I've never heard before from people I've never heard, or do I want to get a $15 iTunes card in for $1.29?
Can we talk about how stupid that was, that we would spend $1 per
God,
song?
I
Oh
spent
my
so
lord.
much fucking money.
I remember
I think they're supposed to make money.
Thinking that we were saving money, like, yeah, we didn't spend $20 on the whole album. Ha ha ha.
and I remember you could hear like snippets of the song, so I would like listen to the snippets of whatever new songs came out. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just listen to the snippet and like enjoy it that way. But like also too, I remember when Views came out. This is how important Views was to me. When Views came out, it was the first time I had the ability to like listen through Spotify without needing like ads or without like needing to buy anything, because I had Spotify Premium then, because I was just signing up for the college like student one. But I liked it so much that I went to Walgreens, bought a $15 card, and bought the album on my iPhone, because I was like, this is awesome. I want to like support them because I'm gonna listen to this all summer.
You were so kind, because as soon as I got Spotify Premium, I haven't gone back. Nor will I ever. I've actually tried to go back once. Like a couple of years ago, we turned off. Heather and I stopped Premium. And
Thought you were missing
within, like, a
streams?
week
Nah,
about it
you
again.
doing it.
I was like, nah, bro, can't do this. And she was like, yeah, no, we need.
Dude, the thing, I think music is the one thing that I will always buy the service for, because like after you're used to it, hearing like I would get triggered being part in a song. Like if you're listening to like a Drake song and it's like, Kiki, do you love me? Why? welcome to Spotify. Do you want
Yeah.
premium? It's like,
just
no!
like- You just like my brain goes straight to like whoever runs Spotify. I'm like, you sick individuals. And you know exactly what you're doing and why would you think that's okay?
It's because they know they can get money from you guys because
Yep.
like children with a lollipop.
Yep. But it's like I will gladly buy the lollipop because I enjoy the lollipop enough. What is the ExpressVPN link? I am partnered with ExpressVPN. So if you guys ever want to click on that link in the description and sign up for ExpressVPN, whether for their service or like their trial, you can use my code in the description as well. And it benefits me as well. Yeah.
And that is on gang.
Gang. Link doesn't even work? Does it not?
Why isn't Ryan or why isn't Scotty talking?
What doesn't work about it?
He's busy, doing adult
Let me
stuff.
check.
Oscar, where do you
what
get
do you
leather from?
Leather? You should be able to get it from cows, yeah, if you kill them.
Llamas, alpacas.
What about
Since
horses?
it's
Do
a
you want to grow
mod,
your
but wait,
YouTube
what?
channel?
Do I want to grow my YouTube channel? Yes, I do.
Since it's a mod pack, it may be a little different, but it's from cows in regular Minecraft.
The link
Did someone ask if you want to grow your YouTube channel?
the link brought me to ExpressVPN. It looks like it's working. Then you sign up for the service if you want.
I love that question. Do you want to grow your YouTube channel? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing about the internet that still doesn't seem real to you guys? Like if you had to pick like something I was like, that makes no sense, but it's super cool.
Well, Oscar and I can probably agree. We had so
I don't
much
know.
more buffer. We remember the old internet when it first came
I
out.
don't think I got
Oscar?
anything. I don't know.
What'd you say, Ryan?
Oscar and I, when the internet first came out, the
How come I can't hear
dialogue-
Ryan? What the heck?
Can you hear
Am
Oscar?
can you
Ryan?
hear me, Reed? Can you?
I can
Wait,
hear
is-
you.
Wait, is Scotty talking?
No.
I don't hear Scotty, but I hear Ryan.
It says that Ryan's muted.
Ryan, mute yourself and unmute yourself real quick. See if that changes anything for him.
Hello.
Oh, that's because he left. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I muted you guys while I was listening to that song last night, and Ryan left before I could unmute him. So,
Wait. Did you have Ryan muted that whole time?
yeah.
So all the time he was talking about like race and stuff, you never heard him?
No, I didn't hear it. I'm so stupid.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
I see how much you appreciate me.
What the fuck?
I was sitting here, I kept looking, and I was like, why? Everyone kept saying, like, what'd you say, Ryan? I'd look, and
Oh
I'm like,
my
oh, it's
gosh.
muted. Okay. I guess he just said something and went back to being mute. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm sure I was interrupting you the entire time.
My
I'm so sorry.
He was asking you questions too. He's like, I'm sure Oscar could relate to this with like the black community, blah blah blah. And then you would not respond to what he said, and you would just, when he was done talking, at some point there'd be silence, and you'd be like, yeah, blah blah blah, and you'd start talking. And I was like, is he just ignoring Ryan or?
I am so sorry, Ryan.
That's
That's some funny
hilarious.
shit. That's quality content right there.
Oh, Lord.
It always goes back to the disability kid.
Uh,
Oh my
Hey, can you recommend me a good
And
Bundesliga
here
goalkeeper
we
for
go
about
again, ladies and
25k
gentlemen.
coins? Yeah. What defenders do you currently
My
have?
team is useless because they're
Press
all
on link and just disappears.
So
It
Disney
works on
Plus
PC for
released
me.
A new cartoon show. You know the
Official
dog
former
from,
PSG star Javier Pastore
what's the
signs La
movie
Liga side.
where
Did
they
he
go on,
actually?
They fly the
GG.
house to like a waterfall up.
I miss Pastore.
So they made a show that they just released about, I guess, those characters again, and like him buying like their dream house, or his like wife's dream house. or whatever, and I want to watch it so bad. And
Yeah.
I just felt like you guys needed to know that because it was on my mind and on my heart. So thank you for listening.
No problem.
Yeah,
We
no,
didn't
no.
really have a choice, but okay.
Made my whole day actually. Your passion is just
I figured it would.
overwhelming.
I tell me something I don't know. You know.
You're built different.
Been like that since day one.
Oh wait, so this
You're
is a
day
village,
one, you may go
and
to.
they have cows.
Yes.
I want to kill their cows.
Oh.
Oscar, what happens if I kill the cows of the villagers?
They
did
don't
some-
respond back.
I don't know. It's a mod pack. It's a little different, so they may attack you and kill you. If you kill their stuff.
Lino,
If you
Tatsoba.
you just flat out
know.
kill them, they're not going to respawn back, and they might be super useful in the mod pack. I don't know how powerful villagers are in mod packs. Typically, they're kind of useless because you can just like it's way better to use the mods that are in the game.
I would
that
say
are
try
in the mod pack.
Hirodeki.
You get what
This
you need,
version of
but
his
you know,
card. I've heard
it's your
good
world,
things
it's
about
like-
it.
I
You
just
can
don't know
always
how
sell it
to
if you don't like it too.
do
Hirodeki is always a
so.
solid option.
Minecraft is a
in terms of
place of
Neuer's
unlimited
default
possibilities, so
card,
do what you want.
Should I be a dick
We
or
took
should
away
I not be a
special.
dick?
And we used to gold. Let's take it out.
Okay, you said be a dick. Steven, I think you should uninstall the mod and learn basic Minecraft and learn the game before you go to something difficult.
Sorry, what I meant
I'll-
is shut the fuck up.
Let me rephrase this.
You got like Shorky as an option.
It's
Like
clear that you didn't hear me.
most of these are going to be
It's okay.
not the greatest at this point in the game, so I would say probably go with that
Yeah,
86
I
here
liked it
Hirodeki.
better
Then.
when Oscar thought you were muted.
What the fuck are you?
I'm an alien from outer
I'm gonna
space.
touch you.
What?
You're gonna whoa. Sir, this is a Christian Minecraft server.
This one is
Oh,
not.
is it?
Yes, it is.
I'll try that. Thanks. No problem, bud. Let me know how he is for you.
Yay.
Alright, let's make some more packs.
Wait, that's so nice. So the villagers have a trade where they want a whole bunch of cooked fish, and they have a whole bunch of cooked fish in their chest that I just, blatantly robbed.
Hey.
What makes you feel better, go for it.
I mean, I don't know that it makes me feel better, but I want their stuff.
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. Did you guys see the Steven? I don't think I sent it to you, but so there was a congressperson in the Kentucky State House who they were trying to get the minimum wage increase. So they went to like the Senate, and they're like singing Rick and Morty until we increase the minimum wage. And it's this guy. It's a congressman. He's like Rick and Morty, Rick and Morty, Rick. I just started dying.
I love that show.
And they're like, finally, a politician who can meme.
I may be done streaming here soon.
How dare you?
Grind don't stop, baby.
Like I'm just trying to pass the time today. I got
Oscar,
bigger and better things on my mind.
Sure, I
Well,
thought we had something.
if you stop the stream, are you still going to be in here, or are you leaving too?
No, I'm still gonna be in
Okay.
here. I may play League or something. I don't know.
Yeah, do that then, because I don't know if League is going to be good for your mental health before a gender reveal, but...
Yeah, that's true.
Nah, you'll be fine.
Oscar, let's play League.
Oh, there he is!
This son of a gun
Mi-
doesn't talk to me
Mr.
back.
Sit in
I say
Discord for an
League.
hour and a half and not say a single word.
I am focusing hard on parkour right now, okay?
You're parkouring.
Look at my stream.
Bum, 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 bum.
Scotty is a bum bum bum.
Bow, down, 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 down.
You know where you could have worked on your parkour skills? On that custom zombies map we played. You left me all alone.
Because the server.
I'm all alone, ain't no one here beside me. Alright,
Y'all ever just like...
so somebody was feeling himself.
Y'all ever just like look at our friend group and realize how messed up we all are?
Yep, I do that every day with you guys.
Nah, not a single time actually.
I've never considered that you guys are messed up, but now that I think about it, we are destroyed. We're in shambles.
Yeah.
Dun,
That's
dun.
life.
I gotta take a massive dukers.
Thank you for giving
Thanks,
us the
Jared.
awareness. I appreciate that you trust us enough to come with us. Come to us with this big life event.
To what with us?
Yeah, no comment. What a deal.
Pretend I just didn't open my mouth.
Stop on your head. This dude said come with us. And then
Emerald
pretend like
pit.
I didn't open my
Alright,
mouth.
I need to stop myself.
It's okay, we can't stop you because you talk too much.
It's true.
Sheesh.
Hey,
Sheesh.
I don't know if that was English or not, but I know for sure you're speaking straight facts there.
Ooh. I think I found an underwater sunken ship. So I'm gonna look at all of it.
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. Dude, Minecraft world.
What the fuck? Why do they have golems?
I don't know, why not?
Because they're cool and you're not.
Did you hit one?
No.
Okay, so they spawn iron golems to help protect them. So don't punch any of the villagers,
Punch
or
him.
you will die a horrible death.
Be a man.
Yeah, I kind of
punch.
got that impression. They have so many resources at this village. It's so nice of them to share.
Did they have a choice, or did you just pillage their village?
No. Under the threat of death, they're sharing.
Oh, he pillaging.
One time, I think this was like 2 years ago, when
At
I was
band camp?
doing like
I
not,
was
not
gonna
at
say
band camp, but at when we were doing one of our Minecraft servers for my community. I had a guy who like was on it every single day from Sweden, and he took a villager away from the village and like essentially made him a prisoner, and like put him in a little like 1x1 block, and like would like dump water on his head from like above, essentially like
Okay.
torturing
He's
this guy.
waterboarding
He'd
the
put him like in
villager.
glass, and then slowly over time he had a book down there, and I was like, what is this book? And I open it, and it's the Book of MumboElite. He created a religion off of MumboElite that he was preaching to this guy and slowly getting him to learn in isolation, in hopes that he would bring this villager back up and he would spread the word of MumboElite to the rest of the villagers. I was like, what is going on?
So you're in charge of a cult now, Pete?
I guess I became a cult leader
Reed,
for a
I
brief period of
thought better
time
of you.
on a Christian Minecraft server.
I thought better of you. I can't believe you.
I feel like we all would make relatively good cult leaders. I feel like we all have like the personality type for it.
Too much work for me. I'm good.
What separates a cult and a religion?
Obsidian.
Well,
Obsidian separates it?
Yeah.
Well, let's take anxiety as an example. I'm not anxiety, but Christianity. Sorry, I'm stupid today.
Anxiety is my favorite religion.
Yeah, mine too.
Christianity started out as a cult because it was few people. They grew into a respectable religion.
Let me look to see.
I'm
So, like,
respectable, right?
Hindu was a cult at first.
I've
was
completed the ice bucket challenge. Cool.
A system of religious veneration and devotion directly towards a particular figure or object. A relatively small group of people having religious beliefs or practices regarded by others as strange. So it's really just the view of... Sounds like it's the view of others to the religion. And if enough people accept the, at the time, cult, it becomes a religion? I don't know. I feel like there's people who will call any religion a cult.
Wait, Oscar, does that beacon thing shoot off like a thing of light?
Let me see what you're looking at.
Just in general, because I keep losing my house.
Yeah, it should shoot off. Yeah, it should. But in a mod pack, there should be a way of like looking at your. There should be like some kind of light thing that, like, if you look at the map, it should tell you where it is. Or I don't know. You can usually set waypoints, and it will tell you which direction to go.
What button is the map button?
Mason Greenwood, best finisher in the league.
I don't
Changed my
know.
mind.
I don't either.
Dude, I'm so pissed that they're on international break right now. I was so excited to watch games this weekend. Did I mention that, Steven?
What?
That I woke up super early to watch the games and I couldn't find the game on TV. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'm like, maybe they aren't showing this game. And then the games that started at 9 o'clock that I was more excited for than the 6:30 one. I was on the way to the gym. I'm like, dang, the American who plays on one of my the team that I watch in the Prem, Chelsea. I was like, dang, he had COVID, so he couldn't play for like the American team that day. I'm curious to see if he'll be able to play for like Chelsea today. And I thought about it. I'm like, wait a second. I'm pretty sure if they play their matches, they're still on international break. I like looked at the day the games were, and it was all next week. I'm like, oh, I didn't look at the date. I just saw that there was games and assumed.
Dude, get fucked.
Reed, go look at what I just retweeted.
What you just retweeted?
Yeah, or liked. Either one, both work. The response, the world would see a different side of me, is hilarious. All right, so I'm done streaming. I'm gonna go play League.
What?
I would be
I'm
fuming.
I'm just curious what the objective of that was. I get it's a girl recording who thinks she's.
I didn't hear the audio.
It's a drunk girl doing it, and her friend said it was funny and would record it, but I feel like everyone else just.
I would have lost my shiz.
Look at the replies.
I haven't looked at them.
Good enough for my villain origin story if that was me.
Dude, they have so much shit here.
There's one, break her legs since she can't use them properly. And then it's a picture of Pikachu with a gun saying click click. We can't expect God to do all the work.
May God forgive you, but I'm not.
And then then some point, well, it was fun while it was lasted. And it's a gun with like a label thing on it saying gun. And then where the ammo is, it says malicious intent. Oh, the internet is undefeated. So pissed Ronaldo's debut isn't being broadcasted.
Girl or a baby or someone's grandmother. Still knock her out.
Why do you, what's his debut? What is he playing at? That's not being broadcasted. He's unzipping my pants. Let out the bands, huh?
I feel kind of bad for raiding this village. Like, not bad enough to not do it, but like just a little bad, you know.
Doesn't every like country or empire feel that way in general?
Maybe.
They're like, kind of feel bad about killing all these people.
Someone will
taking over
respond.
this land, but
He should have had his other hand on top of the pizzas.
blame the victim, of course.
I can't, dude. That's too much. Alright. I'm hopping on League, but I gotta use the restroom first.
Some games don't get broadcasted in England, but they all get broadcasted in other countries. Makes sense, dude. Wait! Don't say anything in chat. I'm not even gonna ask. Oh, Sunderland's on international break too. Why did I think they played? Okay, they play Curlington next week. Who played? Oh, Curlington played a match. So we're tied for first, or they're technically in first because they have one less goal against. Or no, wait. No, they're surely in first off of just matches played. If we tie them, we're both first. If we beat them, we're 3 points ahead and a game behind still. So
Congrats.
that'll be interesting. But no, I'm pissed as an American. Like, you say we get all, like, the Prem games. Cool. Give me Championship. Give me League 1. Give me League 2. I don't give a crap that we get every Prem game. I hate that I'm so disconnected from England culture. I want to be...
Me too, dude.
I want to be called an American wanker by the Plymouth Argyle fan that's pissed that we just scored our 5th goal against them as we do a teabagging celebration, you know? I want to feel something.
A teabagging celebration.
I want to watch in England like an FA Cup where we play like a 7th division England team and literally just pull down our pants and take a poop on the field and still win. You know?
Wow.
Reed, every once in a while, I just kind of think you're a weird guy.
I don't know what made you think I wasn't. I don't know who you talked to or the misconception you got, but
The real answer here.
I'm glad you realize. You can always watch the game. Okay, Pigeon, if you truly do believe that, brother, and you know where I can watch these games, you should DM me a wonderful link to these because I can find on different services Prem games, no matter if I have a subscription or not. But League 1 games, like Championship, it's hit or miss. League 1 for me is impossible to find. Like, I don't know what wall they have behind people not wanting people to watch League 1, but it pisses me off. Are you doing Ronaldo's SBC? 3 million's a joke? We're going to slowly craft him over time, yeah. Yeah, the reason he's 3 million is because people are willing to pay that price. That's really the only reason it's that much. It's Ronaldo.
What the fuck? Alright, I guess I have to go find limestone now.
Sent you it on Discord or? Ooh. Did you change your Discord name? Mr. Nadeson. Total Sport Tech. Oh, this is the thing you had me try to download last time, didn't you?
Welcome.
Do I just go to a
back.
website that's Total Sport Tech? Or do I need to download some?
I'm playing something where like I have to progress through ages.
The time you get him,
Yeah.
FIFA 22
Nice.
starts?
Subtech.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in terms
Yeah.
of like today, it gives me something to do on stream. I'm doing it for Messi, but same logic applies. But yeah, realistically, there's no point of doing it.
Alright, I need to work on my inventory organization. This is not fucking it
Just
right now.
type it in Google. Alright, bet. Let's look.
Is there a bigger chest you could make?
You put two
You
chests
put two
together. Yeah.
Like literally, like place one down and place one next to it.
And if it's a mod, you might have more chests. But
It might have to be the same color and stuff.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does apparently.
So I see Premier League.
There, I made one.
Would it show League 1 games in here, though? What is that?
There's, nothing.
It's magic.
Do
You
you
know.
believe in magic in a young girl's heart? It shows every league, even the Portugal U19. LOL, Adam Johnson would love this. No, he's a fan of the youth academies. He would watch like the U12 girls team. Adam Johnson. Just think about it. There's going to be a generation of kids growing up in England right now who have no idea who Adam Johnson is. And I have his memory in my mind tarnished because of his actions off the field. When on the field, it was a time where Sunderland was actually in the Prem. So it's like when I think of Sunderland in the Prem, I think of Adam Johnson being a part of that. And now I can't even have that memory without feeling ashamed and guilty, even though I had nothing to do with it.
Good.
Did you say
Dude,
good?
The spider animations are scary.
You're scary.
It's a good memory to have because it's a memory.
I don't want to
Yeah,
have the
ew.
memory
Ew.
of a Brit touching a bunch of underage kids.
What the fuck did I just tune out and come back to? Like, what the fuck?
There's a player on Man City who got arrested for, I think it was rape, and there was a TikTok I saw, and it was players in the Premier League who have position changes, or like players in football that have position changes. It was a guy who went from right back, which is a defender position, to right wing, which is an attacking position, and they showed like that transition. They showed another one where it was like a center midfielder to a striker, and then they showed Mendy, the guy who went to prison or jail, and it went defender to offender.
Lol.
When Adam Johnson gets released, they will introduce him. Oh gosh, no. When is he coming out? Not because I want him to get out, but like, when does he come out? How long is he in prison for?
Hey, Ruby, do you think he will have a stat of 99 for being on offense?
I think I would have a stat of 99 for being
no,
on offense?
No, he would have a stat of 99 on offense.
I'm trying to think what stat he would have that would be high up. Maybe like he'd have really good finishing. Definitely doesn't have good ball control, or composure.
Chasing.
Defensively, his awareness is off, pretty low.
The game's 0-0.
No one laughed at that? Okay, you know what? No one laughs at my football jokes, okay?
Voila.
I laughed.
No, that's funny.
Not getting FIFA 22, but still not doing it. I get Ronaldo Summer Stars one from United's past and present because I'm doing the past and present for every Premier League team. Yeah, I have Ronaldo's 98, so realistically it makes no sense for me to do it, but I'll probably most likely, once I get this Messi done, just kind of slowly do him over time, because what else to do, you know? Why aren't you getting FIFA 22 if you don't mind me asking, Andrew? I'm too sexy for my shirt. You know what's really slept on?
Applesauce.
Mattresses.
Bad.
Same. Because it's a FIFA 21 remake, LOL, same every year. I mean, you're not wrong, Andrew, but that's a part of the deal, right? They keep giving us a similar game, and we keep buying it, right?
Wrong. Incorrect.
Hey, I look at it as a investment. Alright.
In what?
I buy the game, and I make more money than the game cost me to buy. And I write off the game that I bought as a business expense.
I mean, it makes sense for you.
But most people, though.
He hates the attention.
Facts. Are you... Ooh. Andrew, are you going to play the... Isn't there like a free-to-play game coming out this year for football? Like, isn't it... What company's making it? Dang, I saw some trailer for it. Scotty.
Oh, he is good.
What's the game called?
Scotty saw the trailer and showed me. I can't remember what it's called, though.
It was at the place in Rockford next to Taco Bell.
Free-to-play soccer.
You said it's free.
You look so calm though.
Is it the, like, Pez remake?
Probably.
Coming soon. UFL, new free-to-play FIFA and PES, eFootball rival. UFL game release date.
That you never heard Connor sing before.
Created on the Unreal Engine and supported by a platform that the developers Rocket will be able to effortlessly and seamlessly connect football fans around the world. The new competitive title wants to put fair and free football on the table for football soccer fans around the globe.
Oh, at least he's better than that.
Yeah, we don't know when it comes out, but hopefully soon. I'll be excited to see what happens with that.
You're singing your mirror on the wall song. You sound like an
You heard PES is getting worse than FIFA? I would not be quick to think that. It's very hard to get worse than FIFA. So, if that is true, that's disappointing.
It's a touchy subject.
Maybe we should ask Adam Johnson. Oh, it's past noon. What new content do we have come out? Probably a new SBC.
Why didn't you watch it last night?
Goal players minimum 3.
What?
Or players 8.
Hey, girl, can you come back so I can play with you?
Clubs max of 4. Oh gosh.
Oh, they have their meal at 7:30 tomorrow.
I don't want to wait.
Alright, you can join Oscar in being impatient with waiting too.
Can he not handle it?
No, he's just trying to find something to do to pat the day.
The anticipation is killing me.
I mean, Heather knows,
Yeah.
and you would probably know if you was.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to.
Really? You'd want to wait?
I think I probably would. Like, I would want to wait, but then I wouldn't be able to because I want to know what's gonna happen. Would you want to know?
No, like, I don't want to wait. I do a general review when I like hit a baseball or something. Then find out it's a girl and be like, shit. Yeah. Make a giant wall around our house.
Build like a moat.
Bad boyish movie. They're like, who the fuck is you? How old is you?
How old is you?
30.
Do you think if Sky had girls,
Have her
they would
home.
act like his sister, Samantha?
They don't want them.
Would it act like his sister Samantha?
Yeah.
I hope not.
What's wrong with her?
That's nice. When you die, it gives you a death compass.
My dad didn't care.
Your mom?
Yeah, she was wanting to honor everybody.
I can see that.
Oops.
And then I go to nuts and get them.
Okay.
Did Mendy have his court case yet? I'm not sure if he had his court case yet.
And then I can go.
Starbucks cute.
Green Road has a face scan in FIFA 22.
What is that? Oh, it's off the start. Afternoon breath.
I'm so tired. Ryan. It's still 0-0 in the Wisconsin game. Are you kidding me? That's stupid. Michigan's at least winning.
I was being a fucking psychopath.
You're being so overly aggressive.
It was.
You should do my job. I must do 12,000 steps a day. Dude, I love that.
Did you die too?
Alright, chat. I'm going to call it a stream.
Make
Y'all have a
it
good day.
wrong.